Hey guys, welcome back to BK's Daily Draw. Today we're doing it pretty quick and we're going to be working on some faces. So since we're doing faces today, I went ahead and made 4 face blanks and went in with no preconceived notions. I just let the faces do whatever they were going to do. I did know that I wanted to do 2 boys and 2 girls though, just to get a equal feel for both genders, and that I wanted all 4 to be completely unique. I really didn't want any of them to look anything like any of the others. So for the first one, he pretty much evolved straight into this just big, muscly, manly man face. And you'll notice I use copy and paste a lot on these, especially when I'm trying to get the symmetrical eyes or the ears sometimes. It just makes everything a lot easier and less stressful. And since I really didn't want to do hair this early on in the drawing, I kind of just made him bald, and then the arrow from Avatar kind of came to me and fit itself right into the drawing, so that was a pretty happy little coincidence. After that, I gave him a nice outline, fixed his arrow a little bit, and then moved on to the next one. So the second one was a girl, and the challenge here was really getting the hair in a way that I felt satisfied with it. I should say that I'm relying pretty heavily on the Jazza tutorial for faces. I've talked about it a couple of times before. If you haven't checked out the channel Draw with Jazza, please go do that. He's an amazing artist and basically part of my inspiration for doing this whole project. I'll be sure to leave a link to his channel in the card and in the description so you can check him out after this video. Anyway, after she was done, I did the same thing. I put a nice outline around her and moved on to the third one. So for the next guy, on top of doing a kind of confused, worried look, the most important thing with this one was I wanted to do hair. And what I found out was that long hair is actually pretty easy, whereas short hair is pretty hard. You have a lot of shapes to deal with long hair, and you can kind of map it out as you go, but with short hair, you're kind of just a pile on your head that you have to deal with. So a lot like real life, there's not much you can do with it. But I got it to a point where I was semi-satisfied with it. It's probably my least favorite out of all 4 of the faces that I did. But after that, I did the same thing as I did with the other ones and put an outline around it and went on to the final face. So for the last one, I wanted to make sure it was more of a smile than the other ones. So right off the bat, I tried to make her eyes look happier, and that really came together when I put the eyebrows up a little bit. Her lips gave me a little bit of trouble, but I got through it, again with the help of the Jazza tutorial book. That thing saved my life with this. Again, I can't recommend enough, this thing is awesome. So her hair ended up taking up the most time out of any of them with all of its little like twists and curls and stuff like that. But I did get it to a point that I actually really liked how it turned out, and after a lot of work, I finally got a final outline around her and moved on to coloring. So for this coloring session, I was a lot more quick and dirty than I would normally be. I already know I can color within the lines, so for this one, I didn't really care if the color from the hair went outside. I just made sure that the faces were cleaned up and nice looking, and then moved on. The only exception being the final face that I did erase around the hair just to show it off a little bit more because you couldn't see it because it was pretty dark on pretty dark colors, you know. And then after all that coloring, all that's left is shading and highlighting, and we're done. This was an awesome bit of character design, and I highly recommend doing this to anybody who wants to learn how to draw faces. It's super fun to just let it happen. Make sure you grab some references and then just let it go. I'll for sure be doing this again. It was so much fun, and I love how all these faces turned out. But that's all for today. Hope you guys enjoyed, and thanks for watching. Hey guys, if you like what you just saw, please consider leaving a like and subscribing to this channel. If you have anything in particular that you want me to draw, you can leave that in a comment down below. Thanks for watching, and as always, I'll see you tomorrow.